So, Tom,
Yes.
you are blind,
Yes.
partially or completely.
Complete.
Wow.
Where did you come from, Tom?
Born
Yeah,
Bakersfield, California.
it's a great city.
I love
I
it.
think so. Of
Have you ever seen it?
course.
Okay, so you weren't born blind.
No, I wasn't been blind since I was 40s. Now I'm in my 60s.
What happened, Tom?
Just something I don't want to talk about, but I've learned to accept it and go from there. You know.
Did it involve needles in your ex-wife?
I think one of them you got right.
Kenny, you
Hey,
were.
but
You're gonna have to talk about it, Tom.
Tom, you're gonna have to talk about it. You're on a podcast, man.
It's not that bad, bro.
It's really not that bad, and you know what it is? You might help someone. Okay,
Oh, you
And-
might help yourself. You're gonna have to heal your old wounds, obviously.
it was one of those where what happened, and from there you just gotta move on
Mhm.
and do things positive. Like for instance, here in LA, I graduated in 1980, architect of drafting, right?
Mhm.
So worked there doing high-rise buildings and drawing for 20 years, right?
Mhm.
But before that, in the fields over there in Bakersfield,
Mhm.
you work in the field for 20 years. So you learn how to cope, right?
Mhm.
So at the same time,
He's really blind.
now my next project would be I'm gonna become a massage therapist.
Oh wow. Okay.
So that is my next
Yeah.
thing I'd rather talk about. But I said what I had to say, so
Yeah.
there it is. There.
All right. Well, if you don't want to talk about how or you went blind, that's okay. But I love your attitude. I love that you're like you wouldn't mind if somebody was flipping you off and like being a jerk off on a podcast. You would still just go right through it and be positive, wouldn't you?
They flip me off. I just go like this.
You flip them off. Look, a peace sign. Look at that. So he would just give a guy that flips him off a peace sign.
Oh, I have to be his eyes.
It's the
now.
coward's way out.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have to let him know what just happened in front of him.
Yeah, it's okay. Let him know.
Go for it.
Matt, let him know.
There was a finger in front of you flipping you off this whole
good,
damn time,
good.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom,
Good
I
to
thought
see
I'd
it.
welcome you to the show. I'd take advantage of your inability to see me by flipping you off because I wanted to make sure you weren't a liar.
So I caught that pretty good, huh? When I went.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
You're
But,
a little late, but that's okay because
Yeah,
it
yeah.
still counted.
Tom, I might have also like bent over and spread my ass cheeks at you.
Oh, that's probably for Matt.
Matt was looking. I think the cameras will show that he was checking me out.
I'm a big time fan, bro. I wanted to see.
Matt, you're the man, dude. Thank you.
Yeah.
I met these guys at a comedy show, and I said these guys have to be on the podcast.
You met both these guys.
Yes, they came. They sat front row, which was a waste of one ticket. I'll tell you that much. But they were amazingly fun. Like they laughed. They were great laughers, great listeners. They were great audience members. And I figured, you know what, they got to come on the podcast
Go
because
hella far.
you guys met in rehab. Is that
Okay? So this is where we got the words like mixed up because we didn't meet in no kind of rehab. We
Okay.
met like at an actual like drug. Like when I said drug house, you guys took it like as a loony bin or
Mhm.
something like that. But I really meant like I guess you could say like trap house or crack house.
Oh, so
Okay.
you guys were
So
buying
that's the
drugs
perfect
together.
opposite of a rehab.
Yeah, so
basically.
It's way more interesting.
and
though,
they're
okay?
also they both have alcohol in their hands.
True.
Yeah.
So they're not sober per se, but this
It's
is
like
good.
20 years ago.
Okay, this was okay. What you met him? Tell me how you guys met.
Okay, so one of my best buds, well, he was dating his aunt, so we showed up to her house and he
Wait,
was there.
how aren't you guys like 3 decades apart?
Dude, I'm telling you, well,
I'm
he was trying to
60s,
tell
he's
you
30s.
that he like used to be an architect and lived this like
So your homie was dating his parents' sibling.
no, he was dating my homie's aunt.
So he
That makes
was
more
dating.
sense.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
So we went to go visit her, and
Mhm.
then like I remember the first time I seen this dude, he was like in the back, the furthest room, and he was like on a lazy boy, and he was just there like with his joggers on. He looks the same as he looks now, like
He's
without
not
the
aging.
hat. Yeah, no, 20 years later, and
Damn.
like we used to go there and do drugs and stuff, and like we were doing like meth, bro. I don't know if he
Damn.
was, but I was.
Tom,
so-
you were probably doing meth.
No.
Have you
Come on.
tried meth?
I tell you what. What it does is hyper. Your heart just beats too much.
Right.
Well, you know, which means you've done it.
Oh yeah, I tried it, but it actually was coke.
Okay, so it
It
was
was
like
basically the same thing.
Same
no,
thing.
no. Cocaine is the white man's drug. And I guess meth is the trashy white man's drug.
It's the past, Tom. You could talk about the past, bro. He's trying to have like a clean image nowadays.
No,
I like
I'm
it.
trying to be myself. I'm not trying to.
Well, he just admitted to doing meth, which is awesome. You know, so it's not like he's. I
He'll
think this
argue
is good,
coke. He'll say it was coke.
which I like. I like that.
This is a long time ago. This is probably that Walter White stuff, bro. 'Cause-
Damn.
yeah, 'cause
It was the
it's
good
probably
stuff.
Same time frame.
So wait a second. You guys were doing drugs 20 years ago. Were you 10 years old,
Bro, I
bro?
was like 16, bro.
Oh
I'm like
my-
your guys' age.
Oh, okay, dope. You look
Yeah.
good, man. Latinos age well.
So, Tom, is that why you're so hush hush about your past? Because you were smoking meth with a 16-year-old boy.
No, not at all.
That didn't happen.
No,
I'll-
no,
I'll tell you right
no.
now,
Back
that
in my days, what
Yeah.
it was, you know, a lid was 3 fingers, and it was nothing but homegrown. These
Okay.
days, you smoke 2 hits of a J
Yeah.
joint. You're talking about you could be buzzed for like 5 hours. So I don't mess with it no more.
No, that's not what I asked you.
What was that?
I asked. I'm not asking you about the relative strength of marijuana by year.
All right,
I'm asking you why you were doing drugs with a teenager.
it was not.
Gotcha.
wasn't. But that place, I went there and I did drugs or picked up drugs. I don't really remember, but
All right.
I don't remember doing drugs with him at all. I just remember seeing him.
Did Tom ever touch you inappropriately?
Oh hell no, Tom's the man, bro.
You were probably a big kid at 16. You could have taken care of yourself. I mean, if you let a blind man molest you, I would at 16, you
been my
deserved
fault.
it. That would have been your fault, 100%.
You know, I feel like because everybody knows the move when you're sitting next to a girl in a movie theater where you stretch the arm over.
Yeah.
The blind version of that is feeling the person's face.
Yeah, you'd be like, son, let me feel
I
your
let him feel my
face."
face once.
And it's
Aw, that's cute.
It was when he was 16, and it was a
No.
perfect segue into a
Nah, nah.
molestation.
No,
Yeah.
like, you know what, Tom? We've been hanging out for so long. Do you even know what I look like, bro?
So you let him feel your face?
And I was like so faded. I was like, dude, he didn't wash his hands after.
Damn. Well, he just washed his hands. Can he feel your face again? That
No.
would be really. I want to see
I
how you
already
do it. I want to see how you do it.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you how it is, Tom. You seem like a nice guy, and I really appreciate what
When
you've
I'm
been
a
through. But no, I'm saying that you haven't told us why you went blind. You haven't admitted to doing methamphetamine. You're going to feel this guy's face.
Can you please?
Oh, hold on,
Also, I'll tell you this: if you feel this guy's face, we'll get a pair of titties.
yes.
You know, and you could feel some titties.
I told you we're gonna get you
No,
some
but
titties,
if
bro.
if he had asked me to do it
Yeah.
when I was with my girlfriend at the time,
Mhm.
I must have felt his face. So if I already know how he looks, why would I want to?
You draw me.
Because maybe he got, popped in the nose. Maybe he's into boxing on the weekends, and there was some rearrangement.
Oh, believe me, man. Sometimes you need to get boxed.
You
I
think
know
so?
that.
He needs to get beat up a little bit, Matt. You think Matt needs to get his ass beat a couple times?
Yeah.
But
yeah,
Tom,
he would
just-
say, yeah.
Just reach out and use his nose and his cheekbones as, a crossing sign in Braille.
He is now touching my
And,
face.
Oh,
and
wow.
check it out. My
He's on my right eyeball.
my son's an artist, and,
Okay.
and I asked him, how can you do that? Because we have my grandpa, my great grandpa were sculptors, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was an architect craftsman, so I have that from the blood, right?
Yeah,
My
the
son,
art gene. Yeah.
naturally talented. He's an artist,
Wow.
and he does. If you were to show that the drawings he draws,
Mm-hmm.
draws.
Yeah. So he got your talent because the architecture
he
is
got it-
very.
he got- well,
yeah.
like I said, my grandpa, my grandpa, my
Yeah.
grandpa, sculptures.
Okay. Wow.
They have stuff still.
I just want to point out they were sculptors.
Yeah, sculpture.
They were not sculptures because
Yeah.
Grammar police.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Since when I was born in Bakersfield,
Yeah.
and I raised in labor camp,
Uh-huh.
I didn't speak or understand English or Spanish.
what's a
So I
labor
was
camp,
out-
Tom? What's a labor camp?
Okay, it's where you live there.
Hmm.
You have one bathroom for about 8-10 families,
He's.
and
You
you
gotta
have to
work
walk
every
from
day.
here to across the street to go to
Oh, come on.
Sort of
2 in
feels
the
like
morning.
sort of feels
3
like the
at night.
bathroom here at the Trans Nest.
Yeah,
You know
sort
what I
of.
mean?
And bro, it was so hard to find that restroom.
Yeah, I
Like,
know,
It's
yeah.
deep in there, isn't
Tom,
it?
you think you had it bad? I mean, I got to walk down this hallway and push past a bunch of LGBTQ
There you
people
go.
to get to this one.
They're nice.
They attack
Yeah.
sometimes. It's crazy. But anyway, so you're telling me, so you were living like, you doing the field work in
Yeah,
Bakersfield?
that's what I said, 20 years in the
this was
field,
before
20 years
Cesar
in-
Chavez came around and gave you
No,
guys water.
I was with him. I was actually
Let's.
instead of being in the fields, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the fields, I go over there and they only $76 for 6 days a week.
I think that's more than you deserve, Tom.
No,
You
76
piece
a
of
week.
shit.
He couldn't find any of the list. He's blind.
No, I
it was
wasn't
before
blind
he
then.
was blind.
Yeah.
So he says.
Why would I lie? Anyway, it turns out that
Are you sure it was $76? Because they could have given you anything, and you would have.
oh, I could see then.
Okay, you could see it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So Cesar Chavez did help out the
Oh
Latinos
yeah,
in the field.
he's the one to this day.
Right.
Every 2 hours,
Hmm.
you have a 10-minute break.
Let's go, man.
You
We
know,
all get that.